I'm gonna wreck it! Today, on Bearded Movie Guy, Bearded Movie Guy looks at Wreck-It Ralph. Let's hear what he has to say. Brought to you by the Bearded Movie Guy. Hi, I'm the Bearded Movie Guy, and today we're talking about Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph is a 2012 film directed by Rich Moore and made by Disney. Yes, Disney. I say it that way because when I saw this, I just assumed it was a Pixar movie. It's that smart, original, good-looking, and just all-around awesome. Let's go what it's about. Wreck-It Ralph is all about Ralph. Ralph is a bad guy in a video game, and he has been doing his bad guy thing for 30 years. He wrecks a building, and this guy named Fix-It Felix Jr. comes and fixes the building. And they throw Ralph off the top of the building, and he lands in the mud, and Felix gets a medal. After 30 years, Ralph gets tired of this. The people of the building don't appreciate him. They just look at him as the bad guy in the game. And he just wants to be appreciated. So the Nicelanders, that's the people in the game, are having a 30-year celebration. And they're giving a cake to Felix, and they're loving Felix, and Ralph just wants to be part of it. He just wants a little bit of love. And they tell him that he just wrecks things and he should go away. So he does what they want. He's told if he gets a medal, because Felix gets a medal after every time he beats Ralph, the snobby guy in the penthouse will actually trade spots with him. This sends Ralph out into the video game world. Now, this is where this movie is freaking brilliant. It's the Toy Story of video games. Toy Story is what do the toys do when Andy's not looking. This is what happens at the arcade when everyone goes home. I worked in an arcade once. It makes me wonder. And you have all the video games, and they go to the central power bar, and they take little trains to get in the power bar, and the power bar is like a big central station. And you can visit other games. So Ralph goes to Tapper's Bar, which is an old root beer game where you give people root beers and stuff, and I actually played that in the arcade because I'm an old guy. And bumps into a guy from Hero's Duty who tells him in a drunken stupor that he's afraid to go back to work because he constantly fights bugs and has to climb a building to get medals. Which is what Ralph does, except for the bug part. So Ralph's just figured bugs, how bad can they be? I'm going to go get a medal. And he goes and tries to get a medal, and that messes up everything. He gets the medal, but then he accidentally unleashes a Cybot. Sergeant Calhoun from Hero's Duty and Felix Fixes Jr. have to track down Ralph and find where he went with this Cybot that's going to kill everyone. He ended up in Sugar Rush, which is basically Mario Kart for candy, where he meets Vanellope, who's a little girl that's really rude and funny and annoying and an outcast, just like Ralph. And the two kind of have an adventure together. That's all I'm going to say about the plot. This movie's excellent. It's inventive, it's smart, it looks gorgeous. And if you have ever played video games and had any kind of love for them, it hits you right in the feels. It's just to see characters you played walking around talking to each other and interacting with Q*bert, and I love Q*bert. I suck at Q*bert, but I love Q*bert. John C. Reilly is Wreck-It Ralph. This is his best work I think he's ever done. He totally is Ralph. And it's funny because John C. Reilly is not the biggest guy in the world, so you'd think he wouldn't get it. But no, he totally gets the fact that Ralph is just a guy that doesn't fit in and smashes things all the time. And all he thinks he's good at is breaking things. Even when he's trying not to break things, he breaks things. He hits all the right notes. He's funny, he's serious, he's dramatic, he's funny again. He makes Ralph incredibly sympathetic. You feel for him. Sarah Silverman is kind of one of those actresses that you either love or hate. I find her funny, but at the same time she can be very annoying. But that plays perfectly into Vanellope von Schweetz. Her delivery is excellent, and just you want to pick her up and just put her in your pocket. Jack McBriar's Fix-It Felix Jr. This guy, he's kind of annoying in some movies, but he's perfect. Literally, it's just, I'm a happy guy, and I just want to do good and fix everything. And even when he tries to break things, he fixes things. And he falls in love with Jane Lynch's character, Sergeant Calhoun. Sergeant Calhoun looks just like Jane Lynch more than any other character. It's spot on for making the character look like the actress, and she gives a fantastic performance. The direction and look of this film is just, it's immaculate. It looks so beautiful. Like I said at the beginning, I actually thought going in, this was a Pixar movie. Now, I say that with reverence in a lot of ways. Disney hasn't been as good as Pixar since Pixar came out. Pixar became the studio. Disney once upon a time was like, Disney Animation was the top animation you could possibly get. And their movies were just phenomenal. They had Snow White and Cinderella and like Pinocchio and all this stuff. But Pixar kind of just took over. And they were the best animation studio for a long time. But Wreck-It Ralph is the best thing Disney's done in 10 years. That's including Frozen. It's better than Frozen. Sorry if you love Frozen. It's a great movie. Wreck-It Ralph's better. And it's better than anything Pixar's put out in the last bunch of years. It's inventive, smart, witty, colorful, and it hits you in the feels. My feels are right around here. I don't know where yours are because people have them in different places. But this uses music well. There's some modern songs, and then there's just some score elements. From direction to score to voice work to voice casting to animation to creativity with just storytelling. Wreck-It Ralph is a 5 beard out of 5 movie. It's a fully bearded movie. I can't tell you highly enough to see this movie. If you've seen it, watch it again. It's totally fun. And it looks awesome on Blu-ray. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Comment. Comments mean the world to me. If you won't leave a comment, just I love Wreck-It Ralph as a comment. This makes my day. I get a little one thing and it pops up on my YouTube. Just, oh, someone left a comment. It's awesome. And until next time, stay bearded, everyone. You ever watching a Bear Movie Guy? Wreck-It Ralph is just, he's a stinky brain, but he's an awesome stinky brain. And he's awesome. He's wrecking fantastic. Yeah, that's it. Subscribe and tell the Bearded Movie Guy that you love him. Yeah. And as always, YouTube safely.